What is it?
I can't remember what they're called. But the meat, you can eat the meat. It's like abalone. But I'll tell you, I'm going to be. Look at him. Oh, they're fighting. It was the osprey, right? Because
He's gonna take it.
I was out here one day, and an osprey grabbed a LY, and I was watching it, and you saw how fast that eagle was. I caught something out of the corner of my eye, and this eagle came down like a bullet and whacked that osprey, knocked him senseless. Well, the osprey dropped the LY, and that eagle swooped down and grabbed that LY before you even hit the ground.
Wow. Yeah, it's up there in that tree. That was, doing that thing. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this fucking ball beam comes down and lands right on his back. Smack! Oh. And he saw, she was like, oh shit. So she stepped out, the ball beam was like, took off. And he ran off into the woods and didn't come back.
Yeah, those roosters are tough. You remember Steve Larviere?
Oh, God. Yeah.
So Steve Larviere used to, you remember Steve, don't you?
Yeah.
So he had a bunch of chickens, and he had a rooster, and it was a mean bastard, and he would attack his kids and his wife. And he was getting ready to go up to the RTF, and his wife says, take care of that rooster before you leave. So he goes out there, because the rooster would come after him too. Yeah. And he went out there with a baseball bat, and sure shit, that rooster came at him and jumped at him, and Steve said he just, boom, looked like a feather pillow, right? And that rooster was out cold, so he bastard out there. But I looked them up too, and they're clam killers.
Yeah, like a harpoon or something.
Yeah.
I don't think this string's thin enough. Can we get some fishing line?
Sandals, huh?
So I find the curved blade works best. I don't know what you got, Luke, and what you got, Andy. There's a straight blade. Okay, yeah. Straight blade will work too. What I like about the curved blade is it kind of fits the contour of the shell there and gets up in there. And you got a big muscle on this side on top and one right there. And so what you're trying to do is hit that. And they'll close up on you pretty quick. But I come in over here and I'll sweep back and you'll feel that muscle right there.
Yep.
There, you see, he let loose on that side. He's like, oh God, you got me.
You cut my hamstring.
You got me. And then there's another one on the opposite side. And hit that one as well. There. So I got both of those. And then once you have those, now what I try and do, instead of ripping it open, because if you rip it open, sometimes he'll break in half and it becomes a pain in the ass. I'll look in there and I'll take this and I'll just run this around the lip here to free him up there. And I'll do the same here to free him up there. Then that'll open. Yeah, you don't have to worry about this here because you're going to throw that away anyways. But and then what I like to do, and you'll see, I'm going to hand you guys a recipe thing, but if you want it to look really cool when you serve it, save your biggest shells, and you'll stuff these with the clam meat. Okay. But we're going to let this guy go with the others.
He'll grow.
Okay, now you got him. If you need to free him up some more, just use your knife and work it around there to get him out. There we go. All right, and then from here you got all kinds of good stuff. Now, the old timers refer to the scallops here as the sweet meat. So I'll go for the sweet meat first. And I freeze these separately. I use these for special meals. Great chowder. And a good sharp knife always helps. But you got 2 of those. Yeah, nice. Those there. And then this membrane here, you can eat it, but I kind of trim around here to get to this is the foot. And there's a ton of meat in the foot. There's a ton of meat up here in the head too, but I'll just kind of gingerly cut around this and separate the head from the foot. So there's the foot, a lot of good meat in there. And that's the stomach in there. So the only thing you're trying to do here is get that stomach out. And so I'll just run my knife. Let me see what side I did that from again. I guess it was this side. Take my knife and I try to push it all the way through to this little bump on the back here.
That would be your finger.
Yeah, and then you can just use your finger at this point and scrape the stomach out of the lining there. And that's all you really need to do to the foot.
And on the end, you just open it, it drains. Yeah.
There should be like a...
Does it usually vacuum seals?
Abby, is this one ours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're doing the food processor. We got them a little bit frozen. This is what my